Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitching with Laura. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's having a great day. Well, today, as you can see from the picture, we are working on European Town. And the color I have today, sorry, I have to get some hand lotion or we're not going to make this. The color I'm using today is 3371, which you know is my favorite of all time browns. So we're going to be working in these windows trying to fill that up, and there's some like scattered about here and there, so we'll just use up a thread and see where it goes. Well, it's Saturday already. Yeah, I have done literally nothing for 2 days. Well, I shouldn't say nothing, but just haven't been feeling any of it. I sat and stitched and watched Versailles, kind of watched, listened, you know, did all the things. Hang on, I gotta get a thimble. Now my hands are slick. Of course they are. Gee, Manelli. Yeah, so I didn't do much of anything yesterday, making a little progress on Louisa Cullimore there. But I'm enjoying stitching on it, so we're just going to kind of go with it and see where it leads. So, yeah, that's about the sum total of everything I've done. Oh, I did go to the laundromat. Whoa, oh boy. Got all that done yesterday because the snow had melted off, and it was in about, I would say it said it was like high 30s, but it felt more like 15 or 16, you know. Trying to get my light to, whoop, I pushed the wrong side. My bad. 15 or 16 degrees because it had a little bit of a wind chill yesterday. There's a little bit of wind, but it's supposed to knock it off through part of the day here, so it won't be nearly as cold today. It's going to be in the 40s. Maybe feel like it's in the 30s, you know. Oh, geez. Got my roast in the crock pot. Yeah, that was an episode. I don't know, I bought some baby carrots, and I used them before for something. Oh, I was making stew, because I couldn't find, regular carrots. Sometimes I'll just get 3 or 4, because they're huge, depending, and cut them up and put them in with my roast instead of buying a bag of carrots. Well, these bagged baby carrots, they have this funky taste. So I told that to my daughter, and she's like, well, just rinse them. Yeah, well, I rinsed and I rinsed, and it still has that funky taste, so I just got rid of them. It's not like I'm going to sit around eating carrots with ranch dressing anytime soon. So, yeah, that was a waste. But I got the roast on with some potatoes and onions, and that's like all she's going to write. Because I usually use the rest of the roast either to make chicken and noodles. Chicken. Yeah, we make chicken and noodles out of beef. Beef and noodles. Or I'll make, what do you call it? Barbecued beef. So, yeah. I always find a way to use it. So it was like a 2-pack roast thing, and I got it when they had a sale of buy one, get one. So, yeah, that was a very good deal. So I used 1 pack to make stew a couple of weeks ago, maybe. And then this week, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'll probably put part of it away, of course, because I can't eat that much roast. So, yeah, we'll see. We will see. Haven't got that far this week. Such a pretty color, brown. I just absolutely love it. It's great for trees and stems and all kinds of things. But yeah, I've been kind of sucked into Louisa Cullimore here. I'm working on it like a little mad woman. Just stitch, 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 and I don't have to change colors. It's absolutely great. So I really haven't worked on too much of anything, and I'm making very good progress with it. So we'll really, oh my goodness, I love when it does that. Come on. We'll just solve that little problem. I don't have that much thread here. Come on. That thimble wasn't cutting it for me. Then we'll have these windows pretty much done. There's one more, what do you call it? Symbol here. I'm just going to use up this thread. Come on, please. It is so hard to stitch, like a stitch in between 4 other stitches. Crap. It's just being a pain in the ass. Some days. Some days. Got my handy dandy needle threader. Couldn't live without it. Goes so much faster. It just won't work for my teeny tiny stuff. My 16 count or the 28 count, because I use a 28 needle. And it just does not fly with that at all. We'll finish this bottom part up and end up there, maybe. So as far as everybody else getting? Are y'all getting very far with this? Today looked like a good day to... I mean, I've always been doing this on Saturday, but I was like, yeah, let's get that out. Maybe I can finish those crazy windows that I've been after for about a week and a half. Or 2 or 3 weeks. Because there was like, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different colors just in this window. Maybe even more. I'm not seeing anymore, but perhaps. It's right next to this other brown, and you can't hardly tell the difference. This is like a black brown, and the other one is more of like a cocoa brown. A dark cocoa brown. But it works. I think from a distance you'd be able to see it, but right now, not so much. I'm like right on top of it, so I can't tell what's what. I just am stitching. Come on. Find the hole. Oh, goodness. Oh, this will be much easier. So, no grand plans for the rest of the weekend. Just kind of hanging out. I was going to rearrange this front room, but I don't know that I got that. Got that much energy in myself. You know what I mean? We'll see. Because I want to set up the, get rid of the card table. Set up the recliner and move all these stupid crates into the other room. Because I'm beginning to feel claustrophobic in here. So, you know, it'll be what it is. But I just really don't want to move the TV and the computer and all the cords that go with all that. It just it gets to be a little much. I'm telling you, Harry. And then I was thinking, well, maybe I can move the couch. No, because I like the couch kind of where it's at, but I don't know. It was more so that I was going to move. There's a, what do you call it? There's a bookcase right to my left here that I want to put on this long wall. But in order to move it, I have to take all the crap off of it because it's full of glassware types, not glassware, china, and not china, just glass, like figurines glass, not the china. But it's all some of my Chinese stuff, and then it's got books on both parts of the bottom. Yeah, it's an ordeal in itself. And then I want to move this table that we're sitting at so that it faces out like I used to have it. But I don't know. And kind of leave the couch where it's at. So I don't know how that's going to work. I mean, this table is, it weighs a bit, but it moves well. Does that make sense? Because it's so big. But I just don't want to knock everything that's on this table off. So it'd take a hot moment. I don't know. Yeah, not quite know what I'm going to do with it. And there's some stuff in, I've got the printer on the other side that is sitting on we'll call it a file cabinet. I suppose you could it's made out of metal. And the drawers seem a little bit, it's like a little storage cabinet, and it's on wheels. It's got my printer on it. I don't use my printer too much anymore at this point. I mean, it's still got, what do you call it? Ink in it and everything. I just don't use it much, but I was going to move that bookcase and set it like right beside it, and then put the itch. Good gravy. Put the desk so it faced out, so if I wanted to watch TV, I could. I can also put my Netflix on it because it's one of those Roku things. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of difficult to see TV. You can't sit at this table and watch TV because it's facing a wall. Does that make sense? Man, some days I wish I had a man in my life, but, we're just doing the best we can, so. But that way I wouldn't have to move the other half of the room, so to speak. Make sense? And I might be able to fix it so that I could put these tubs that have all the cross-stitching stuff in it, like right behind me, and kind of make a room divider, if you will, with them. If I can't get them in that other room, so, yeah. Decisions. We're going to go down here for a bit. There's some more of that. There's another window. Of course there is, right? This thing's full of windows, but I do like stitching on it. I like the buildings more so than anything else. The rest of it's kind of immaterial. I've been stitching, what do you call it, scenery for so long. It's like, yeah, let's do a building. I'd like to really get a building done. So that's what we're working on. Kind of skipping past all the trees and all that. Just takes me forever to get to the guts of the picture. Does that make sense? So we're just starting with the guts. Because I am totally sick and tired of doing trees and ground and, crap that I'm just over it. I want it to look like something. So I want a building done. So that's where I've been heading with all this. No news to report about my daughter. Thank you for your thoughts and prayers. I appreciate it. So, I don't know. So, yeah, just kind of the quiet time of year, so that's why I have quiet projects. We don't get to go outside and sit on the porch because it's way, way too cold out there. Can't go to the river. Well, we did, but yeah, it wasn't like I was going to do a video out there. I mean, it was folly cool. You know, I mean, it wasn't freezing the day we went, so it was like almost 60 degrees, but it still wasn't warm enough to do a video out on the porch and that kind of thing. I can hardly wait. Yeah. Then I had a brainstorm last night. I'd take out, you know, because I got to get into that room to get the recliner. Thought, wow, what if I took all that? Wonder how much wood there is. I maybe have my son build a deck out there that's bigger than the one. We have a porch. It's like 6 by 60. Yeah, it has stairs on both ends. Yeah. But I was wondering how much wood we had and how much wood it would take. I mean, I'm sure he'd be able to kind of ballpark it at least if he came up, so I don't know. But I mean, it's still not weather to do that either. You know what I mean? It's just too unpredictable and too cool. I don't want to tear the porch apart when we can't just do it all in one day, you know? And everybody has circular saws and construction equipment, so maybe it's something to think about for like spring, summer. I'll see who I can get. I don't know. My daughter's going to feel like. She's usually my construction person, but I'm not sure that she's into making decks, so I'll call my son and see if we can put some kind of a porch there. It'd be nice if I could make an overhang, you know. Well, then we'd be in the dark, wouldn't we? So we'll see. We will see. I'm going to finish this little area up. I've been looking at those red triangles for so long. It's kind of difficult. So, a few little plans, so I'll let you know how that all comes out. But I have to wait until the electric bill's not so high and the gas bill's not so high. And the gas, because I have gas heat. Yeah, it's been outrageous. Like, for the past 2 months. It's like you'd think that I was cooking non-stop on that stove, you know, on the stovetop. Or using it non-stop for the amount of the bill, but we got past Christmas and it's a little bit lower now, but I mean, usually my gas bill in the summer is like 20 bucks. It was $220. Yeah. And we don't have a, I'm looking, seriously? God, I really hate these clips when I'm up here. Sorry, my bad. Losing my thread. I had to roll it out so that I could get a hold of it. Oh dear. Issues. I thought I lost it. What was I talking about? Oh my goodness. I wish y'all could just shut out and tell me what it was I was talking about. I don't know. I lost it. So, there's a few little things. I want to get that room cleaned out and, you know, so I can stack things properly. I did that to this other bedroom. It's just one of those little 8 by 10 rooms. You know, we always called it the baby room because you could put a crib and maybe a chest of drawers in there, and then that was about it. All you could do because couldn't even turn around in it. But I went through it and straightened everything out and stacked the boxes all neat, because it's one of those rooms where I just ding ding ding, throw things in. Yeah, it was special. So that took me a day. So I'll see what I can get done today. I don't know. We will see. So do you have any, let me move this just this way, plans for building anything or rearranging anything? Or are you one of those people that rearranges their furniture by season? Do you do that? My mother, she'd get stuff out and she'd put stuff away, and yeah, it was different. And then as she got older, like when I was like in high school or married to my first husband or whatever, she didn't do that so much, I think she just got tired of the knickknacks and the clutter, and we really didn't have any, I don't know, we had a couple bookcases, but they didn't collect stuff like that. But she had a bunch of like little figurine type stuff, and she'd get some out, and oh yeah, it was a deal. Okay, it's spring, get this and this and this out, and yeah, no. Or she changed the fruit basket or whatever the heck was in the middle of the dining room table, because we always had a dining room table. We had a kitchen table, but she had an antique mahogany, what do you call it? Table, with the claw feet and everything. So that was the dining room table. Maybe on Sundays we'd eat in there, but not so much, all the time. I'm looking. Come on, where's the rest of you little critters? I had the thread now. Let's just do this. So yeah, but she would always have something different on the in the middle of the table. It was okay. I mean, we had flowers, because remember I told you that my grandmother had a flower garden, because we had roses and peonies and lilacs and all that. So that usually got put in a vase on the dining room table. But yeah, so we had to change that out with the seasons. But it just seems like we have more place to put little figurines and stuff. And she just hated it when we went to well, she was my great aunt. She was my dad's aunt. I don't think she was my great aunt then. You know what I mean. We always called her aunt. Every time we'd go to her house, now she collected Avon. So she had Avon figurines, and she had all kinds of crap, and she would just get it all out. I mean, it would be out year round every time we went there. But she had some nice bookshelves that she put those on, and that kind of thing. So she had a place to string it all out. But oh, that just irritated my mother, I swear. Just see, my mother didn't like clutter, so yeah, I don't know. She just thought it was stupendous that somebody got out all that stuff and just left it out year round. I don't know. We even had clothes in plastic wardrobes. Those plastic garment bags, that were kind of squared off, and you could put like your seasonal clothes in it. Of course, now, granted, we lived in Illinois, and they had moths. So we had mothballs and all kinds of stuff. So they put the winter clothes away, and then they got the summer clothes out. And I was like, oh my gosh. Then I guess we moved to a bigger house, because we got closets, and I didn't see much of those. Except for, she had like garment bags with maybe 2 or 3 of my dad's good suits in it, because he always had to dress that way to work. So, it might have been stuff that, he was wearing seasonally. And we were still in Illinois, and then we moved to Texas. So it's just odd how it's all together. We have the winter stuff, we have the summer stuff. I try to move it around a little bit so that if I need a pair of shorts in the summer, I don't have to go through all the sweatpants or whatever. I'll keep a separate pile of those. But yeah, it's just bizarre life. I don't know. Growing up different. But see, here in Colorado, it's still 54 degrees in the summer at night. So it's still kind of chilly if you were going to sit out. And some days it feels really good. There's only 2 over here. To sit out and get some air. But my house is not that hot. I've kind of learned how to cool it down in the past 5, 6, or 7 years I've lived here. But it never gets truly hot. Well, that was weird. That's it? Really? Seriously? Nothing else around it? I'm trying to use up this thread, can you tell? So sorry I'm jumping back and forth. So, yeah, it's just strange how you were raised and then compared to how you live your life now. As an adult. I don't know. I just find it weird. I don't know. My mother was so organized. I am so not that woman. But she was home all the time. She didn't work past the time I was probably 5 or 6 years old. Because her health was not good. I told you she had anemia and that. Is that the word? Anemia? Yeah. She was anemic. And, she just wasn't the working type. So she stayed at home, took care of the house. So everything was organized. You could find anything on a dime. My house, not so much. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, goodness gracious. Times have changed. Come on, thread. Now the needle's starting to act up. It's like, come on, people. Get it together here. I don't know why I started right there. That's kind of bizarre. I know, some days. Guess I wanted to go in a different direction. Not sure. But we'll get them done. I got this thread over here and it's acting like it's got static electricity. Every time I move my hand in that direction, it kind of stands up like a balloon that attaches itself to the wall. It has been so dry around here. It just kind of drives me crazy. Come on. Oh, one more beyond that. Oh, there's a whole line over there. Of course there is. Since I started right here. Some days I cannot get it together to save my soul. There's more up there in those windows. So, it is what it is. I just run the thread in a straight or kind of around to get rid of the thread. Got one more, so maybe I can go back up there. Thought I was gonna have to. Really? What is going on here? Okay, I got it. Hang on. There we go. It wouldn't. Still don't want to really lay down. There we go. It gets that way. It must be the way I stitch. That's all I can figure out. I slept with the, I have a heater vent in my bedroom. And I usually keep it covered. I have a great big pillow that I cover it up with, unless I want to really warm up the room. But it must have gotten knocked out of the way because I woke up and it was about 90 degrees in that bedroom. And my nose was all stuffed up this morning from sleeping that way. But I slept like pretty much like a rock. Went to bed about 1 o'clock. Oh, tonight's the time change. Yay! Yeah. Okay. In a couple months it'll be busy at work, so. Because they'll start river rafting around here. Whoops. Sorry, my bad. I got my little doodad I made with my granddaughter over here. Of course, I put it in the wrong way. Or in the wrong place, I should say. But we were threading needles, and the only thing we could find were those, you know, the long pins. I don't know if you know. But it looks like a long dressmaker's pin. Because it has like a knot at the bottom. Or a loop. And I don't know if I can get this off. But, you know, hang on. Put beads and stuff on. We were going to use some of that. Oh, I had some parachute. What do you call it? There we go. Parachute thread. Trying to let go. I don't want to lose that. But yeah, we just had a whole mishmash of stuff. So we just did a couple and I made her one. Not like this, you know, she'd picked out other beads and stuff. So that's the one I made when I was playing with the beads with my granddaughter. It was the sum total of the whole day. I'm telling you. I like collecting beads. I love the way they look. Yeah, I just, hang on, I had to get it back together there. I don't know. I'm just not real good at doing beads like that. You know, and what goes with what. And, I don't know. All right. I think that's that other brown. And I don't know what that symbol is. Alright guys, I think that's going to be it for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And hit the bell. And that way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.